Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Cody.
So, you've decided to save your summer by coming to Winnipeg, but you're not too sure what to expect when it comes to checking into a hotel.
So today we're going to interview Joel Waterman of Sparrow Hotels to find out what sort of measures they're taking to make their hotels fun and safe this summer in Winnipeg for your friends, family,
Lovers.
So let's go.
Hey, Joel.
Hey guys, how are
Thanks so
you?
much for meeting with us today.
Nice to see you today. Welcome to the Inn at the Forks.
Yeah, so excited to be here. So for those folks that know about Inn at the Forks but maybe haven't heard about Sparrow Hotels, tell us a bit about all of your different properties. You have your hands in a lot of different pots within Winnipeg.
Sparrow Hotels is Inn at the Forks, which we're here right now today. Beautiful 116 room boutique property here located at the Forks, obviously Winnipeg's top tourist attraction. Home to Smith Restaurant, home to Riverstone Spa as well. We also have the Norwood Hotel in historic St. Boniface, just on the other side of the river from us here. Home to the Wood Tavern, home to Pauline Bistro, and of course also home to Carousel Gaming Lounge and the Norwood Beer Store. We also manage the Mere on the Waterfront Drive, which is another beautiful small boutique property here in Winnipeg. And then we're also involved at the Human Rights Museum. We operate Era Bistro and Catering in the Human Rights Museum. And we're also the caterer at the Winnipeg Art Gallery, which will be, of course, home to the Inuit Art Center later this year.
So tell us a bit about cleanliness. I know that's going to be of major concern to families and people who are coming into the hotels. But I know your team has greatly stepped up. Maybe tell some people just some of the highlights of ways you've gone above and beyond.
It's funny because hotels actually, I can say this with very little bias, are an incredibly safe and clean atmosphere to begin with. We're so hyper-focused on cleanliness at the best of times, but obviously with COVID-19 we've shifted a number of priorities. So Sparrow Hotels has developed a very comprehensive health plan that covers all of our different operations within the business. Some of the highlights of that would be contactless check-in for anyone checking into the hotels. In our food and beverage areas, there's nothing sort of placed on the tables anymore. Socially distancing floor plans for in the restaurants. In the spa, we're taking all appointments over the phone. There's no online booking right now, so that we can go through the Shared Health Manitoba, the Government of Manitoba's pre-screening tool. We don't have our lounge or our steam room or our sauna open right now. We will eventually, but social distancing is a really important part of this. We have signage throughout the hotel. Soon enough, when guests come here, probably they'll be in place this week. There'll be foot-activated hand sanitizers at all of our entrances. And then a really exciting one is we've purchased electrostatic technology. So it kind of looks like you're in Ghostbusters, but you're wearing a backpack or you have a gun, and you can spray a guest room, you can spray your kitchen, you can spray a treatment room in the spa within a matter of about a minute. It kills COVID and all other viruses 99.99% of the time within a minute. And you just spray and walk away, basically, is how we're calling it. Really safe technology. It's going to be a game changer for our industry. And it'll be in place by the end of June. And then on all of our guest room doors at all of the hotels, there'll be a sticker that will seal that room for approval. And every guest will have the confidence that the housekeeper sprayed the room and they've been the last person in that room before the guest actually breaks the seal and enters the guest room.
So we know, Joel, that a lot of Manitobans are going to be looking to have staycations in their own backyard right here in Manitoba. So for local residents, what can they expect in terms of packages that you're offering at the different properties?
So right now we have something called the residence rate at all three of our properties. It is available to any resident of Manitoba, Saskatchewan, or Northwestern Ontario. It is rates from $99 at the Norwood, $109 at Mere, and $159 at the Inn. And then, of course, a bit of a sliding scale if you want to get into one of our upgraded accommodations. It does include complimentary late checkout. It does include free parking at all the properties. And staycations will be a huge focus for our industry in general over the course of the summer. Obviously, a lot of the concerts and festivals and stuff like that are not happening. So we're really focused on finding ways to keep Manitobans entertained and spend some of that travel budget this summer, hopefully within your own city and within your own province. Later in the summer, as customer confidence increases, and we're partnering with a number of different entities here in the city, you'll have picnic packages here at the Inn of the Forks. You'll have the bikes available at all of the properties. And we've got some exciting things coming, partnerships with the Forks, the Human Rights Museum, the Mint. And without letting the cat out of the bag too much, Smith will be doing some pop-up events on the rooftop at the WAG this summer as well, which we're really, really excited about. I can't say too much about that quite yet. So.
Okay, so now that you've talked about all these great packages of which food is involved, I'm getting very hungry. Tell us a bit about specifically which restaurants are opening, what that looks like in your various properties.
So Smith Restaurant opened this past weekend with some great success, actually. We had a really, really strong weekend. Something that's really exciting is we have an expanded patio this summer. So we consulted with the Forks and decided that this was an opportunity to hopefully bring some more visitation down here. With the current capacity limits as well, we wanted to have a little bit more room to spread out. We're really blessed at our restaurants because Smith is so big, because the Wood is so big, that we're still able to take a lot of patrons in, of course.
For those looking to rebook events, because I know that a lot of events have been, postponed or canceled, what sort of spaces do you have that people could look at to rebook those specific events?
Obviously for those of us in the hotel industry, meetings and convention industry in general, it's a tough time. There's a lack of appetite to have these type of events, and the capacity limits while we reopen the economy are there, of course, as well. But we're finding some really positive inquiries and some positive bookings through people that are pivoting their wedding or their corporate event, and they're going from a really large event and they're scaling it down. So we have some great private dining spaces in Smith, some great private dining spaces in the Wood Tavern as well. So we're rebooking events that were once for 150, 200 people for 25 people, eventually hopefully 50 in the next month or so. We've got some great spaces to accommodate that, and there's definitely some demand in relation to those type of events out in the market right now.
Well, thanks so much, Joel. I can't wait to stay here this summer. For all of you, you've heard it here. Go to sparrowhotels.com or any of the hotel websites for more information. And to find out how you can save your summer in Winnipeg, go to summersavedwpg.com.